Okay guys, I had an entirely different vlog planned for tonight, but something just took place that I wanted to talk to you about, or at least I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the elements of it and see how you feel as opposed to the way I feel. Today, Dylan Roof was convicted for murdering 9 people in a Charleston, South Carolina church. All the victims were black people. Dylan Roof was a white supremacist piece of shit who was in there killing them just because of the color of their skin. If I know most of you in America will be familiar with the story. I don't know how well it travels abroad, but if you want to look him up, it's DYLANROOF. It should be under PIECEOFSHIT, but I don't think Google has officially made that connection yet. Here's my issue. The kid went into this church looking to kill black people because he stated to the FBI that he wanted to start a race war, or he stated a bunch of psychotic shit about how he just wanted a lot of black people dead, and he thought himself apparently some sort of hero for doing this or what have you. Now, they came back today with guilty verdicts on all the counts, but the thing that's troubling to me is now the jury must reconvene to try and determine whether or not he deserves the death penalty. Whether or not he deserves the death penalty. That's really a question here. Am I wrong? Is that one of the most ridiculous things ever? Is there any question? Is there anybody outside of Hitler who would deserve the death penalty more than this kid? Is that not a no-brainer? Is that something that really needs to be decided? Because I would love to hear from somebody who thinks that this guy's life should be spared, because I don't understand any of the logic in it. None of it. And the whole, and I've heard it before, the whole, well, as a society, we don't have a right to take another's life. That's horseshit. Of course we do. It's our responsibility. Listen, if you want, the people of society want to get together and make rules and laws, and ideally those laws work to protect innocent people and to protect people who don't want to do bad things. Those laws are supposed to work in the protection of those who want to be part of a society. This kid went out and murdered 9 people in cold blood. I don't give a fuck if he didn't get enough hugs as a child. I don't give a shit if he wasn't provided the proper safe spaces so he wouldn't feel threatened by whatever he felt threatened by. I don't give a flying fuck if he had some sort of mental illness, because apparently from what I've read, there were plenty of clues. He left lots of very obvious clues that he was messed up and going to do something big, and the family didn't step in. So I don't care about his mental issues when his family, and people will cry about that. Well, now someone else loses a son. Guess what? You wouldn't have lost the son if you'd have grabbed a hold of him or turned him in. Said, listen, my son's going to do something bad here. My son needs help, whatever it may be. None of it matters. This guy went in and cold-blooded murdered 9 people because of the color of their skin. Why there's any question of a doubt whether or not he should be put to death? Listen, if they have people that are just, people are too timid about this, I'll flip the switch on the electric chair. I'll look him right in the eye and give him the finger while I fucking do it. Fuck this scumbag. It just irritates me that as a society we look at things, and I'll grant, okay, I obviously am pro death penalty, but I don't see in an extreme case like this. I know there are always shades of gray, but I don't understand how in an extreme case like this anybody can make the case for this kid to be alive anymore. It just boggles my mind. It blows me away. There's no reason for his life to continue. We would have all been so much better off if his life had never existed. I don't give a shit if he was a cute little kid who brought smiles to the faces of the people around him or whatever he might have been. Turns out he was just a useless, worthless, misguided piece of shit, and now he needs to die. He needs to be gone. We need to clean out the garbage. And I don't know if this is just me, because maybe you guys know, and this will come up, I'm going to do another entire vlog about religion and religious beliefs, not damning anybody, good word for that, damning, but not condemning anybody's beliefs, just discussing them. But maybe is it because I'm not a religious person, so I don't, I don't appeal to God on things like this and try and see somebody else's side. To me, he's just pure garbage, just crap. He's a waste of the carbon he's taking up. He should be gone. If the system, which I don't know why, if the system in this case says he's due an appeal, give him one appeal. It'll take, 13 seconds. There were witnesses. A bunch of people saw him doing it. There's no doubt about it. They admitted in court that he did it. Their only stance was, well, he wasn't too mentally stable. Who gives a fuck? You admitted that he did it. Let's get rid of him. So all I want to know from you guys, and again, this is one of those things, I'm not going to say social experiment because it's not a bad prank. It's a social issue. And I don't know where I stand. Do you guys share my feeling on this? Does it enrage you that we even have to go through this any further and that there's the possibility that they might let him live in prison? And you can say anything you want to say about, oh, it's a miserable life, but it's a life that those 9 people didn't get the opportunity to enjoy. They didn't get the opportunity to complete. And then you take that a step further and those 9 people and their families, what they're going to live with for the rest of their lives, the horror that they have to endure. The witnesses, the other people that were in the church witnessing all this, what they're going to have to endure for the rest of their life. Fuck this kid. Get him the fuck out of here. The faster, the better. If he's got an appeal, which I don't even know if he would have, since they admitted his guilt in court. If they want to appeal on the basis of him being mentally unstable or whatever, let him have it. And then as soon as they're done and you find out that, there's no hope for this kid, take him right from the courthouse out to the electric chair, in front of a train, off a bridge. Whatever you got to do, shoot him into space. Just get rid of him. And so what I want to know from you guys, and again, just because, please, and in the comment section, don't rip on each other. Don't go after each other. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But one of 3 things, put in the comment section for me. And again, it's just for my own knowledge. I want to see how other people feel about these things, because I only know what I feel inside. I want to know what you guys think, especially since you guys are for the most part the younger generation. So one of 3 decisions or one of 3 feelings on this I'd like you to give to me. A, you think that we should never be able to take another person's life and in the justice system, so he should just get life in prison or get a prison sentence. B, yes, absolutely kill him. Or C, not only do I think he should die, but I would be happy to be the one who flips the switch, pulls the trigger, whatever it has to do, like I would feel. It would mean nothing to me to waste this piece of shit. So I want to know how, and the reason I put in that 3rd one, I want to know if other people feel as extreme about this as I do. Because I just can't wrap my head around the people that have anything good to say or any feelings that this kid should be anything but dead. And now tomorrow's vlog, I hope to get it tomorrow. If not, it'll be up the next day. But the next few vlogs are going to be of a much lighter note than this. But this came up and I just needed to know. So let me know. Again, no death penalty under any circumstances, or yes, he needs to die. Or the extreme one, yes, he needs to die, and I'll be happy to do it. Let me know what you think. I want to know how many of you guys agree with me, and how many of you think that I'm just a crazy old man, but that's a bad way to put it because those are mutually exclusive. I'm a crazy old man, that's a given. But is this me demonstrating it more? I don't think so, but what do you guys think?